Shall we get a shuffle on?
Yes, we shall. Who wants to do the recap for a...
Not me this time.
I mean,
No,
I
you
can
start.
try it. Or do you want to do it?
Foxy first, and then somebody will pick up from there.
Me? I said not me!
So we do now.
Fine,
we do a
okay.
Fox recap, then we have an actual one.
So, here's a recap of the third adventure. We were down in the basement for about an hour. And then it was about midnight. And then afterwards, we take watch. Nothing much happens. We go, well, we kind of get up. Someone sees some smoke in the village. And then we get worried because there's smoke in the village. And we're like, oh no, there's funky stuff going down there. So, Nena turns into a horse. I ride her to the village. It's a wonderful ride. One of a kind. It's great.
You're welcome, babe.
And then the village has tons of... What are they called? Orgs?
Orcs, gnolls.
Orgs?
Tons of .orgs in there.
Lots of
websites everywhere.
There's like powerful ass tall creatures that will like smash you up. Nena turns into a bear, and then we fight massive orcs all together as a team. There's lots of death. Everyone's dying. One of the guys, the sheriff, sort of dies. We're not sure. Some other guy comes out. Max Spearfruit.
Mac Spearfruit.
That guy.
I didn't say it out loud a lot before when I wrote the name, to be honest. I mean, this has to look like something else. So, Zate, your recap.
Lord Braille's mentioned.
No, also, Fox, you get your pity inspiration.
Oh, thank you.
It almost wasn't a bad recap.
No, it's not.
But
I actually read my notes. Okay, someone else take over, please.
Well, it's your actual recap, which I think you volunteered.
Yeah, well, basically we came out of the crypt, had a long rest. First 3 watches didn't happen much. 4th watch, Nena spotted fire from the village. Decided to turn into a warhorse, I believe. And
turned into a West End show.
Took Lockhart on her back, rode ahead of the rest of the party. The party went at a brisk pace behind them. They entered the town. No, they came to the outskirts of the town, encountered 2 gnolls, dispatched with them. Gnolls.
Silent G. The stupid language, I know.
Yeah, they dispatched with them quickly. Then decided to move into the town. So the rest of the party double timed it after them. Rejoined with the rest of the party and fought some more gnolls. An orc that didn't really feel like dying, so he buggered off before we actually managed to kill him. And then something big, ugly, and stupid came our way, and
smelly.
And smelly, and nobody loved him. So
not even his own mum.
Not even his own mum. So he took it out on us. And if not for my superior resistances, I would have been dead.
What you're looking for there is overpowered there, Muzz.
Hey. You allowed it. Anyway, we dispatched the ogre, and then Mac Spearfruit came out of the building on the other side of the square. There we go. And healed us for the most part, healed the sheriff, and carried the sheriff towards his temple. And he told us he would meet us the next day in the tavern. We were invited to the tavern, free drinks, free lodging. And that's more or less where we left off. Also, every single one of the creatures we fought had a very, very distinct dark mark somewhere, and their eyes were all black. This is
only certain creatures had like full blacked out eyes.
Yeah, okay, but the orc definitely did.
The orc definitely did,
and
the
I
big
think,
ugly boy.
And the ogre also.
The ogre did as well.
Yeah, so.
Hey, he's not an ogre. He's a big ugly boy.
Yeah,
Same
that
thing.
translates to ogre, but
You know, monstrous racism here, rampant in the party.
hey, I don't like ogres. I don't like orcs. So I guess I can.
You're right not to, but you know.
I have my reasons. Anyway,
D&D, where fantasy racism is entirely justified and excused.
does that warrant me an inspiration? Yes or no?
Yes, it does.
Thank you very much.
So have fun with that.
I will.
Use it wisely.
And how to figure out how inspiration works.
Basically, for any roll you make during this session, you can say, hey, use my inspiration. It means you get advantage on it.
Yeah.
Or if you have a disadvantage on it, you can use it to get to just
Do I
straight
have
roll.
to announce it beforehand, or can I say that?
You need to announce it before you know the results, or basically before, because it tells you what the results
Yeah,
are.
you can do it. You
Right.
can do it after the roll, but not after the result. So you can't know if it succeeded or not.
Ha. Okay.
So you know that goes for you as well, Fox.
Hello?
Inspiration.
You know the pity inspiration you just got.
Yeah?
You know how to use it.
No. I did talking. It was just wasn't.
Yeah, I get it. Hang on, I'll
Yeah.
send you a link.
Thank you. I heard you say something about rolling, and then I can't say after I rolled, after the results.
Yeah, that's more
But
or
I
less
can say
correct.
Before, and it does something fancy.
It does stuff.
It does things and stuff.
You use it. Stuff happens. It's fun, yeah.
Oh, thank you, my love. Appreciate it.
So you've just come out of this well, pretty. Hang on, I can put some. I've only got any tavern music as the issue. I can do something about that. I'm prepared. I know what I'm talking about. Know what I'm doing.
Didn't
Is
say
it-
anything.
So I can use it. Sorry, Para, I just completely talked over you.
I wasn't saying anything about.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say with the inspiration, so it's throughout. Can I use it once, or can I use it
You
several
once.
You can
Oh,
use
no, no, I get advantage on every roll this session. Actually, you know,
I'll take it.
you don't get that.
Yeah, I know.
If we specify that's how we want to use the inspiration.
Then I will say no.
So it gives us
Worth
a
a try, though.
better
That's
result.
loud music.
Yes.
Or sound.
Yes. So you just come out. You've just basically almost dusted yourself off from the fight. Several of you were quite, badly wounded. You know. It's and around you the town sort of, not like clearing itself up. Mac has gone around with some people and just put out all the fires. The bodies have been collected. Maybe some of you helped for a bit, but no matter what, you've all eventually, as a group, come back to the tavern and just had, free drinks and food just, pushed into your hands almost before you could even ask for it.
I'd like to ask for some parchment and a quill, if I can.
Yeah, one of the, someone can certainly bring that to you.
That is great. Then I will start writing my letter.
Okay. So yeah, so for tonight, everyone's like, food, lodging, and drinks are all being all paid for. So
Oh, how sweet.
Fair enough.
I mean,
A
half the
pragmatic
town's
per-
dead, but
a pragmatic person would suggest that you take advantage of this. But what do I know?
Well, I wouldn't mind to take in some provisions, but I will definitely drink my fill. But pace it, because I'm still writing and I still need to think what I'm writing.
I will not taste it. I will drink one after the other.
I just look at the drink, sip it, and then take a quick nap.
I'm gonna ask for like bread or something a few times during the night, and then I'll put some of that away. So
Yeah,
that-
basically
some-
anything you ask for within reason, people will give you. It's you have just helped save their town. They're very grateful.
But I mean, like, I'm gonna ask for bread to like stash away.
Can I have
Yeah,
a
that-
stuffed
that-
chicken? So I can take that and put it in my pocket. The whole stuffed chicken.
You can. I haven't got any I haven't got any stats for salmonella, but I can find them.
Well,
I'm assuming it's at least cooked, boiled, baked.
Well,
Okay.
Greg will get some beer and take a seat at the table putting legs on top of the table and leaning back a little bit and drinking his beer a bit slowly.
Okay.
I'd like to, well, I'm gonna sit at the same table as Gruz, but like opposite.
Well, I assume you've all got the same like table, like a sort of I don't know.
Oh, okay. Well,
big table.
I don't know. I figured we were
Yeah.
just hanging about, but that's fine. Who are you writing to?
A friend of mine who still serves in Krijk. And I can't pronounce Welsh names, so.
We'll say doesn't serve there, serves further north.
Well, he serves there now. But he served in the same unit I have.
Do I know that that is a dwarven unit? Or would I
That's
have
not
to
a unit.
roll?
That sounds like a place to you. Actually, make me an intelligence check
Okay.
if you want to figure out what that is.
I'm like, I've got that meme, you know, the one with the mats. I'm like, you just saying,
Yeah,
you're
it's just
saying words.
all these just sort of algorithms and like equations just going back to your face. Yes, you know that Dire Craig is a it's an old fort to the north of here that's been was used until about I don't know 5-6 years ago until where it was abandoned.
Do I like? But who's?
It was
Who's
yeah, it
fort?
was it was a dwarven. It was the Empire's fault, but it was given to. It was like ran by. It was staffed by a dwarven unit because yeah.
Of the dwarves?
Yes.
I think you're
I
mixing
served
characters
with
a
the
bit there,
dwarves
but
for a long time.
Huh?
I served with the dwarves for a long time. I grew up with them.
That must have been an interesting contrast.
It was difficult at first, but I respected them, they respected me, and they took me in when everything else looked dire.
So you have never lived with orcs?
I have lived with orcs.
But
How was that?
That was not pleasant.
hello, it's Swedish Chef.
it's great because both you and Varric are the same species,
Okay.
not from the same place.
I was ousted from the orcs when I was 3 years old. Because I
Bye.
was not a full orc.
Oh,
I am, after all, a half orc.
Oh,
that's called discrimination.
You don't need to tell me.
Oh.
Well, for what it's worth, after what we saw today, you have my deepest respects.
Thank you.
Varric takes a sip of his beer.
I will
To
take that.
everyone,
no love for the orcs.
I
They are
have
in
no
love.
love for the orcs. I'd rather smash their skull in or insult them. Preferably the first one.
okay, so everyone drinking, give me a Constitution check.
Ooh.
Are we not all drinking?
I'm drinking like the weakest of
Not-
ale.
Just flat constitution, yeah?
Yeah, just flat Constitution.
Hang on.
Oh!
Hang on, I was drinking tea.
Well, roll a constitution,
That is-
you know, that tea can be
I
kind of
was
strong.
gonna say, like, at least tell me. Hang on, let me just take it out. Right. Okay. Where's Constitution? Oh, there it is.
Is that the same as an ordinary constitution throw?
Yeah, yeah, Constitution for not a save.
Well, but I don't think she has proficiency.
Yeah, so it doesn't matter, but
But where's the other one?
On the left.
Just click on the
yeah, just
Constitution.
click on the attribute.
Oh, I see. Oh,
I'm gonna take your previous roll, but
oh okay.
Or it has the same bonus as not Constitution. You are not proficient.
Excuse
Okay,
you.
is there anyone else or?
Oh, I'm not drinking like anything strong enough to be considered alcohol.
Yeah, but just make a roll anyway. It's very low DC.
Good.
You're fine. Okay, right. Pretty much everyone apart from Gruz is mostly is pretty much fine. Gruz, you've drinking a lot quicker than you sort of realised. Sort of the wound, you're very tired and it's starting to hit you quicker than you prefer it, even with your commendable drinking experience.
I will not write that down.
Graz, you're not looking too good there. How about another drink?
If I have another
Not
one, I will
drinking.
fall on this bench and I will not get up till the morning.
So you're not getting drunk. You're just approaching tipsy quicker than you'd prefer.
I will. I would recognize that. Yeah, like that.
I had the hiccup something awful earlier.
Yeah, I heard. I was like, issue.
It just kept going. I starved myself of oxygen twice, and they kept going. Anyway,
I hear oxygen is useful.
what time is it now? We've kind of had food and
well, after it's only about 3 o'clock really, because you got here at about midday. So,
okay.
Maybe I should
it's not
pace
late,
myself
and
a bit.
even then, the town's folks seem fairly quiet. If they're in here, they're either here just to buy you drinks or just nursing their own. It's quite a somber feeling,
Would I know who's in charge, since the mayor is kind of
Intelligence check.
a bit rip.
A wee bit rip.
Oh my!
Yeah, you would. You would know that
things.
because it's a small town, so it's like authority kind of passes between sort of those who have the trust of the locals, and that with both the mayor, gone and the and Sheriff Gorsk out of commission, sort of not official authority, but authority is probably passed over to Mac at this point. He's probably the most trusted local person, so to speak.
Okay, but we already talked to him and he didn't know what was going on. I'm looking for someone who might know a little something about something.
Well, unfortunately, those people are either severely wounded or kidnapped.
Kidnapped?
Kidnapped?
Yeah.
That was not told.
I got the question. Surely when when we were told when there was the fight, we were told that the Temple of Erastil was broken into by the orcs, so I'm wondering if maybe we should go there and see if there's anything we could find in this temple. Perhaps.
Is there somebody in this tavern who can make a delivery?
There's probably a bunch of just people around here, You can probably find a guy you can convince pretty easily to make a delivery.
What will that cost me?
I'm gonna say about the distance, maybe a couple gold.
2 gold?
Yeah, 2 gold.
Alright.
It'll be a little slow due to the distance, but
that's fair enough. Just telling him what's been happening.
Are you here for the army?
No.
But you still report back to them?
No. This is a friend.
Okay.
He's from the same unit we serve together.
What does he look like?
Asking for a friend.
Like any dwarf.
do all dwarves look the same now, do we?
One of the patrons of the pub just, probably said it.
Just this random dwarven trader just shouts at you from across the tavern and just gets back to drink immediately after seeing that you're quite big.
I have not seen him for 2 years, so he might have changed his looks. But he does have a scar across his face.
Okay, well, I'm going to this temple.
I will
Okay.
come along.
I might
Yeah,
need
okay.
some fresh air.
Yes, I too will come.
We all just look at Varric.
Varric will take another beer and then join. With
Just
the
gonna,
beer.
walk across town like the pub.
Got my beer,
A
lads,
policeman
let's
comes
go.
and says, "Actually, you're not allowed to have open containers on the streets."
I think they're too busy cleaning
Yeah,
up
I
the
think the
mess
police.
right now.
I think the local authorities have bigger issues right now. Okay,
Well,
yeah.
okay.
If you wanna, I guess it's not too far to the Temple of Eristal. It's this what's like a sort of thatch roof like hunting hall. It's very like traditional looking building. Almost like a lodge you might find out in the wild. And again, the doors are closed again, and there's signs of the fights that you guys had had in front of the ogre and the orcs out in front of the in the square. But most of the boys have been cleared away, but there's still blood stains, scorch marks, bits of goblin all over the place from that Pearl of Force, Bead of Force even.
Oh yeah.
I forgot we did that.
Oh yeah, the magic hand grenades, those things.
It's a
Oh,
holy
yeah,
hand
boy.
Holy hand grenade of Antioch.
Yeah, doors are closed, but you can hear noise from inside it.
Knock, knock. Hit me.
Doors are open.
Who? What do I see? Who is inside?
Just opening the doors. It's this. There are like several benches about, and like there's a lot of people on lots on stretchers and benches for like various wounded people, and just Mac along with a few other clerics just sort of frantically going between them. There's quite a lot of people in here, and it's yeah, it smells of death in here.
Is there anyone who looks wounded but like awake?
There's quite a few people. The nearest one to you is what looks like a hunterish looking chap. It looks like he's got this make a heal check, make a medicine check actually if you wanna.
Check.
Heal.
That's a Pathfinder
Heal.
check. That's a Pathfinder thing. Unfortunately, I'm mixing the systems.
Huh.
He looks quite badly wounded, but but he seems conscious, if not particularly lucid. He's got like his his hand over his eyes, and he's just like just groaning in pain.
Okay. I would like. Well, I'll go up to him, and I will sort of put a hand on his shoulder and kind of whisper something, kind of a light prayer in Druidic, and then. Do you feel well enough to tell me what you saw from today?
That was orcs, goblins. I haven't seen that many in ever.
Do
They
you
came
remember?
up
Okay.
from the south, followed the river. I think they must have crossed it. No idea where they've come from. We've never seen orcs from that direction. And definitely none of that number.
You say you've never had dealings with them before?
Some, but, well, isolated groups, 2 or 3 at the max. And they seem like more ones that have, escaped some tribal feud rather than an organised attack force. And fucking ogres, whatever the... Never fucking seen one here.
He sips his coke.
Yeah. The entire hospital is just fitted out with coke dispensers for everyone.
What is this? Fallout.
Coke, whatever still.
Okay. I thank him for his time.
He just grits his teeth and nods.
I will go to see Mac. Does he look busy? Is he running around looking busy?
Yes, he looks very busy. He's like frantically running in between, like everyone. Not frantically, but like hurriedly. He's maintaining like a sort of veneer of calm, but he's clearly quite stressed out and very busy. He's got like a pretty thick, line of sweat across his brow. His like hands are rolled up and just covered in. His entire forearms are just covered up in gore and just yeah.
Can we all see this?
I'm assuming you've all come in and yeah,
Alright.
probably.
Hey Mac, how you doing, friend?
A little busy right now, if you don't mind.
Oh, come on, man. What, have you found out anything new?
No, I haven't. You might want to ask a few of the townsfolk, though. Those who are, less mortally wounded.
Okay. Is there anyone sitting around not doing anything in here, or?
Everyone in here is either wounded or healing someone right now. There's not
Can we
a lot
help
of.
the wounded?
Can you?
Make medicine checks to see if you can actually assess how to actually help here.
Oh.
Oh wow, he can help. Probably. Wow.
Yep.
Yeah, through your life, you've figured out you've spent a lot of time healing, healing people through more mundane means. You can, you just go out, grab a few bandage medical supplies, start cleaning wounds, bandaging people up. Yeah.
Is there anything in the temple that looks kind of out of place? That might be worth looking at?
Make me a perception check.
Me too, thanks. I perceive
Not
13.
really. It's not really. It's just this. Yeah. It seems all. Yeah. There's a few. Little like blood stains on the walls, and there's like an arrow embedded in the odd pillar here and there. But you like ascertain that might have been from when they broke into the temple earlier, and Mac had to fight them off.
So it's not like, I don't know,
Nothing.
objects that they've left behind or anything.
No.
No. Okay.
Is
It's a
there
little-
many orc or corpses?
None in here. This is You would know that they've been dragged off basically to outside the village to probably burn at a later point. But like
Okay.
none were like left in here.
I think we should go outside and ask some villagers who are out and about.
Yes, while you do that, I'll go have a look at the tracks of the orcs, assess their number a little bit, and to maybe figure out how many managed to left here or leave here alive.
That's a good plan.
Of the people I helped, does anybody tell me anything?
No.
I'm
assuming that you're not like. I'm assuming that you're focusing entirely on caring for them, not questioning them mid.
Alright, fair enough.
Yeah.
What happened? Tell me.
I'm already
This guy
I
would
don't
probably
want to
never-
get distracted by talking as
bedside manners, dude. Bedside
This
manners.
is this guy with a huge head wound. What do you know?
Shake him a bit more.
It's like slap
Get
him.
better.
Get up.
Do I see anybody outside who would possibly answer me anything?
Yeah, there's what looks like this. There's about a few people outside. There's a few townsfolk, just sort of not more of like coming to terms with town with like what's happened. Maybe just milling around. Really, there's I think there's what looks like a guard, just like sort of surveying the area. Just
Okay, beeline for him.
Yep, going straight for the guard.
Mm.
Sir, can you tell us anything else about this attack?
Yes, they were. Well, we don't really know much. It was just a normal day, and well, this just horde of creatures came in from the south.
Would you say they've come from Odor's Holt?
Oh, this hold. I mean, it's possible, but that place has been sealed up for never, really.
Are you sure it's still sealed up?
We haven't checked recently. I mean,
What
It's
was
not-
it before it was sealed? Do you know the history?
apparently an old dwarven, just mining colony or something. God knows how old that is. I'm not really a historian myself. Just
Would I know that?
probably not. It's not. Yeah, no, probably not.
Too long ago. Okay.
It's not
And,
prominent history.
No, okay.
I will turn more to the group than to this guard. Is it worth checking it out? Maybe tomorrow.
I can't answer you. I'm still on the. Still helping
Yeah,
people.
I'm looking at the tracks.
Okay, I was
waiting for
assuming
the
maybe,
tracker.
you know, Graz and Lockhart might, you know, not ignore me.
No, I do want to check it out. I want to know where this came from, because this is clearly dangerous.
Okay, Varric and a Varric. Just Varric. I don't know why.
Varric and Varric.
Varric and Varric. Take Varric with
survival.
you and go to Varric with a Yeah, you're going out south to the town where you saw them coming in. Make me a survival check.
Not bad.
Not bad at all. Yeah, you it's pretty easy to find this like huge set of tracks from a
I don't see it.
Hmm?
That's
weird.
Oh,
Oh no, Mars.
he's
yeah. I'm
gone.
refreshing. I'm refreshing.
Oh,
He's
Don't
yeah,
worry.
Varric, as you're sort of looking for these tracks,
Ah.
it's pretty obvious what's come through here. You know, just footprints of very different races. You recognise some as, you know, orc, a few as kobold, gnoll, obviously goblin, and you can't really get a huge estimate of their numbers from just, you know, because there was just, you know, somebody coming from something such a trample. But you got to estimate maybe around, I don't know, 50 to 60, give take.
Okay.
Maybe a little bit more. You're not entirely sure. You also find like similar set of tracks back. It takes you a while to sort of, you know, because these people, this wasn't an organised retreat. There's very much a complete route with just people like with these creatures fleeing in various different directions. Although mostly heading south. You find I don't know, maybe about 10 to 15 sets of tracks. Like some just go straight south following the road. A few cross over the river. Takes you like a good hour or so to just sort of, you know, like just search such a wide area. But yeah, you search it pretty thoroughly.
Okay. Well, I'm spending time there sipping my beer every now and then.
Drunk tracking, yeah.
Hell yeah!
I'm doing that.
Is
Varric
it even
is not
tracking
drinking
if you don't?
huge amounts, but he's
bring a
trying to
bit?
be a little bit tipsy.
Yeah. Let me a Constitution, just roll, straight roll. Again, it's just beer, so it's not a huge DC. However, you're starting to get a bit tipsy at this point. The day's exertions haven't done good things to your you know, stamina.
I mean, he's got mullet quite heavily as well.
Yeah. As the alcohol leaks out of just parts of his like neck, and it's just like, this is fine.
I probably want to rejoin the group now. I've finished healing people up.
Yeah. You spend a few hours just healing people up. You help a fair bit. Mac thanks you for your efforts. But you
It's
know,
no problem, my friend.
But you can only do so much of, you know, with no kind of magical healing, you know.
Right.
Varric, did you get a direction where they ran to?
Well, it would appear that they run back south, and I'd estimate that maybe only 1 in 4 of them returned from here. So we thin out their numbers pretty nicely here. But
Would you be able to follow the tracks if we were to follow them tomorrow?
Well, depends on the weather, quite frankly.
Can we check the weather forecast? Can we check the weather forecast somehow?
Oh yeah,
Can we just?
you pull your phone out, just check with the weather for the Glassfeld region.
I'm sure there's some sort of way to just check the wind.
Does anybody have aching body parts?
I mean, my
Are the
whole
cows
body was
lame?
aching not long ago, but
You might, but just different reasons. I'd say
not
everyone
had
wants to try that. Try, I don't know, a survival check maybe.
Okay.
Survival or nature check, I'm gonna say.
I'll go
What?
with.
Do a nature check.
I'll go with nature. Oh. Oh.
Fox, you're not really sure. Remember, you can use that inspiration if you want.
But you said I can't use it after.
Yeah,
True.
not
Never
on
mind.
a nature check for weather.
Well, why? I'm
Just
just
try and
saying.
push her off course.
don't use your
I'm saying
inspiration to
you could.
check the weather, please. Use it
I'm
for
saying
Check the
something.
weather. I
I'm not
want
saying
it
you
accurate.
should, just that you could. No, however, the weather seems, you know, overcast mostly. It's about, I don't know, it's about just standard, you know, early autumn weather. It's about, I don't know, 12, 15 degrees. Overcast. Might rain a bit tomorrow.
Oh
Wait.
dear.
Nana, do you have any idea what the weather's gonna be like tomorrow?
It could rain. It's pretty overcast.
Thank you, my darling. I
Which
appreciate that.
eyes widen a little bit when Lockhart calls her my darling.
Well, if it rains, it will be a bit hard to track the trail.
So, at what
Is it
point do
worth
we just
scouting
do you just
machine?
strap the druid to the top of a roof as a weather forecaster? Just
Is it worth doing a little scouting this afternoon? I am full of health.
I will help out with the scouting if I
yeah, just
can.
be aware that your wild shape would have run out by now because it's been several hours.
I'm not wild shape anymore, but
Okay.
we had a short rest at the inn,
You did have a short rest of the inn.
and
short
that means
rest, not a
I'm
long one.
reset, boys.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Wild shape's
Oh,
OP.
boy.
Yeah.
Hell yeah! So, if we go for something that has an advantage on perception checks, or you know, for smell or whatever, maybe I could, you know, track him.
You become a doggo? Hunting doggo?
Doggo.
Wolf?
What kind of doggo? A Tibetan Mastiff?
Dire wolf.
But are you
They're
going to
big
go?
boys.
One big boy.
That is one big fluffy boy.
Give me a sec, I'm trying to find some decent modernist music because preparedness. What is it?
Keen hearing and smell, which is quite good.
God, dogs can track. Who'd have fucking known?
Who would have? I mean, I could just be a mastiff,
That's impressive.
and then I could track.
No, just become a Doberman.
Well, I mean, I suspect that right now the tracks will be easy to follow.
They're very recent, like a few hours in.
How
To
many
an
of
experienced
us...
tracker, it shouldn't be an issue.
Even with light
Especially since
rain?
there's so many of
So
them.
how many of us are coming? Because
I can go. I
I'm
feel
coming.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I'm a
Assume-
little bit beaten up, but I can probably, if we don't go in full, or if we just do a little bit of scouting, I can probably do that.
only because I can only carry one of you, and we have
What, even as
not
a
the whole
mastiff?
day.
Oh yeah, you're a medium-sized animal. Jesus.
A mastiff is.
What do you think
How
a
big
mastiff
do you
is?
think a mastiff?
It's like, I'm pretty sure a husky couldn't carry a lot of people to I'm pretty sure even a big dog can't carry much.
I mean, how big is a dire wolf really?
A dire wolf is like, well, given wolves are pretty fucking big, it's a pretty fucking big wolf. So
Well, it's not as big as a deer, is it?
it's
Or
approaching
fucking-
that.
It's
Yeah.
It's
It's
not far off
pretty
that.
big.
It's one big boy. I come.
I would say it's like
Which size?
bigger than a deer.
Power,
Are pretty small.
Power,
They're
have you got
large.
the-
It's a large creature.
Then it's pretty fucking big. Yeah.
It's probably
This is like
honestly
this is
about
like
the size
this is
of
pony
the
size.
bear. No,
Well, maybe a small
okay.
bear.
okay. It's
Could
yeah.
be
okay,
Talking in real life now or in D&D?
like okay, pony sized is quite because they'll be a little bit squatter. Well, would they? You know, horse. It doesn't have a long legs like a horse.
I just are we
Right,
still
but I
talking
could
about
probably
D&D or
It's
only-
talking
big.
about-
I tell
Yeah.
you, look, it's
But I
a
could
big
probably
animal.
only carry one person.
I'll tell you, could be you have to move a bit slow, and it would be a bit more of a drain on your
Well,
stamina.
actually, I can tell you how much strength I have. I have 17.
Be more of a
strength.
constitution thing, because it's more,
Oh, Constitution 15.
you could probably carry a fair few people for a fair amount of time.
What, 2 people?
I'd say you could stretch carry 2 people for a sizable period of time.
Okay.
Well, I would
Are we-
want to come along and help
I too would like to
in
come.
the scouting.
I can just walk alongside.
Yeah, I can
I
probably
mean-
keep cross company.
If if you are walking,
If you're taking a
is-
normal brisk pace,
who is most tired or injured?
that is not me. Varric is probably the most damaged of us all.
Well, Mac did heal me a little bit, but yes.
But
I've
you
taken
might
a little
want
bit beating.
to look at the tracks more easily from the ground.
Just get like a reverse Parthian saddle so you can just like swing down on the side from it. It's like drag down the guy's like, yeah, keep going, left a
Mind
bit.
you, if I'm a wolf as opposed to like an actual pony, I could just sit down. But no, it's fine. We will head off. Hey, this is the first time I haven't had to just spring into action as a animal. I can take my
You
time.
can slowly, calmly. Well, it's still a bonus action, so it's pretty fucking quick.
It's pretty freaking quick, but you know.
Like that's like a second at most, really.
Ta-da!
Yeah.
Or should I say?
Anyone tracking? Give me a survival check. I'm going to say thanks to your previous roll, you have advantage on this, Zate, should you choose to do it.
Okay.
And one other person can join them if they want.
Oh,
Or to actually
yes,
track.
I'll do it.
I don't even know how much tracking I have.
Oh shit.
Wow.
Oh yeah. For Menor, you're not really a huge, tracker. You can mostly guess like the obvious marks where like troll footprints and shit, but that's pretty obvious. The
one.
big marks on the ground.
Mhm.
Zay, Valak, going off your previous work, you can pretty easily start to track them, sort of down towards the river, where most of them seem to just sort of stick by the side of it at all times.
Okay.
Yeah, you sort of how long are you going to track for?
Well, if it's what, like 4?
Yeah, it's about 4 by now, I'd
What
say.
season are we in?
Early autumn.
Early autumn.
Okay, so the
like
sun
early-
would
it's like, yeah.
probably be going down at maybe
It's going down,
7.
Yeah.
Out of
Which it's like
A bit earlier than
yeah.
that, to be fair.
Because I can't be asked to make up actual season names because no.
Only because it's sort of like
Yeah.
mid-autumn now, and it's only just got to the point where the
Yeah.
sun is.
It won't be going
down
down
at,
for a fair
6.
few hours now. So
Okay,
we
well,
could
I
camp
think we
south
should-
of the south of
I
the
don't
lake.
think. No, I think we should come back.
Mm-hmm.
I think we should come back. I just think that we should stay out until it gets dark to try and find where they are. If we can find them, that is great. But I think we should come back to the town for the night for a long rest.
Agreed.
Very well.
Okay, if you're sort of just following the tracks for just a few hours, it's somewhat slow going because especially on the way back, these tracks sort of scatter a lot, and you get the sense that it was not an organized retreat at all. And a lot of these creatures just sort of broke and fled like hell once they realized things weren't going their way. But after a couple hours down the river, and you sort of come to the may want to get the map of the valley open.
He is there.
Yeah, I have one open.
It's on handouts.
Yeah.
You come to a sort of where the River Bolland meets the Lisvith. A sort of that sort of junction pool is what I'd call it.
Mhm.
Okay.
And just before you reach the crossing, there's looks like a goblin corpse. They're just like propped up against a tree
Oh,
with an arrow sort of embedded in its shoulder.
I would like to do a perception of smell to see if I can tell how long he's dead. And I get
Okay.
advantage.
Yeah, you do that. Roll me perception.
23.
Thank God your advantage. Yeah, he's been dead a few hours, maybe. You get the sense just looking at it, looking him over, that he's sort of, bled out after taking this injury.
Wait, how long does the one shape last?
Oh, an hour, I think. How long have we been?
It's been about an hour, so
There you
That'll
go,
be the
that's
last thing
nice.
you do before you jump
The
back.
last thing I do.
wait, is there any other footprints next to this corpse? Do we know?
Perception or survival? Anyone who wants to look?
I'll look. Perception or survival?
I will check as well.
That would be 3 people, so probably.
Well-
Yeah, fair. We'll go
Never mind.
first two. So,
Yeah, okay, never mind.
Oh, that's almost.
there's a few like that just go into the river. You're not quite sure. You can't see from here if they cross off to the other side of the bank or where they come over, but there's There's a few quite obvious footmarks of something going into the river.
Can we see anything across the river? Like where they come out?
Not really from here. It's a good, like, you know, it's not like a fairly deep river, but it's a fairly wide one. It's a good, like, you know, I want to say like, you know, 7-8 meters across.
Okay.
Varric will have a look at the river. How deep is it? That would you be able to walk through it?
Oh, it's only about I don't know. So I want to say like, you know, like 30, 40 centimeters deep.
Oh, okay.
So this
40?
is a fort.
Well, it's just, you know, yeah. It's not it's not such a ford as just quite a shallow river.
Very well.
Can I
Well-
smell? Can I? Can I try the river? See if there's any weird tastes in it.
Make me a perception check.
You sure it's not a constitution?
Well, we'll get onto that in a minute. You sort of you just take your sort of, you know, put your hand, dip your hand, and just take sort of, you know, quick sip of the sort of, you know, taste of the river. Tastes quite irony, like, you know, there's like a amount of blood's gone through there.
Oh, that's
Make me a Constitution saving throw.
There you go.
That's nasty. That's how you get things like HIV.
I got HIV from a river. You're fine. Yeah.
Well, it would
Yeah.
appear that there are footprints going into the river. Should we see if we can find the footprints on the other side of the river as well?
Around this time, and then you're a wild shape just dispel.
Okay. Just shed again. Now there's hair in the river.
It's like someone had a really like extensive haircut. So come
Just glad I didn't drink it afterwards. Go get hairballs from that.
I think AIDS is probably worse than that, to be fair.
I guess we'll be heading back then for the night.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean,
They can cross the river tomorrow.
One sec.
we could stay here for the night, but
stop it! Why are you just trying to make us stay away from the town? That's how we get hurt.
first I suggested we go back to the town.
Yes.
I'm saying it is only 5.
Does anyone else want to do anything?
Still have a chance to scout a little further.
Yeah, Varric will take steps into the river to check if he can find out the tracks on the other side.
maybe perception or survival check.
I guess it's, since it's tracks, it's survival check.
Well, yeah, but there's also other tells than that are just less survival, more just, you know.
Do
Fair.
you see the
It's a
twig that
choice.
broke?
Yeah, you find some pretty obvious tracks that would suggest that that they crossed the river and went straight over the sort of junction, so directly across. So there's the tracks are starting to head into this like sort of lightly forested area.
Alright.
Okay. Can I
Starting
see
to
where
get-
Oh,
the
so
tracks...
they crossed to the west. They didn't
Yeah, they crossed to the southwest. Yeah,
They didn't cross the river, but they crossed the Lisfit.
yeah.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna say with that roll, you can see that they're continuing to head about south through this like
south,
forested
okay.
area that's starting to get a bit hilly at this point.
I say out loud that the tracks seem to go further south from here.
That
Does
is
anybody
enough
know
for
what's south?
me to believe it is Oda's hold that they come from.
It is
Or
probably
at least
one
where
of
they
the
are holding themselves
Mhm.
for now. I say we go back to town, rest,
Alright,
heal.
we'll mark some of the tracks so that we can find them easily
Good
tomorrow.
idea.
Okay.
Don't want to get them
He's a
lost.
smart boy.
Hang on, I'll move you guys over to the actual like large map of the valley, which is probably
Thank you.
smarter.
Aww.
Lord and
I'll
Savior.
remove
So
the
they over here.
yeah, I'll say
Here. We
you
are
are about there.
Yeah.
and then the tracks are doing this.
Yeah. But you're aware it's more than 15.5 foot? That,
I'm
It's about
very
half a-
aware.
it's about half a mile.
That's not too bad.
But yes, I would agree that we head back to the village for now and come back tomorrow morning.
Okay, gonna make your
I
way back.
agree.
Yes.
Okay, you just spend another hour or so just trekking back to Glassfeld. It's about 5
Maybe I
o'clock
should
now,
do something
sun.
fun, like a frog, just for the heck of it.
Yes, waste all your uses of your most powerful ability. I mean, what great fun. Yeah, woo, frogs.
I could be a poisonous snake.
We're in a temperate climate. I'm joking.
Yes.
It's a migratory snake.
I saw them all the way back up north in the summer and all the way back down south in the winter.
Snakes aren't a migratory reptile. Anyway, you make your way back to Glassfeld. It's coming about what, like 5, maybe a bit
6,
later at
right?
this point. That neck of the
Would
woods.
be-
It's early evening.
Okay.
Let's not get hung up on exact timings here.
Oh boy, I got my watch.
But yeah,
Um.
it's early evening. The sun is starting to set over the mountains. Looks rather picturesque, were not for the slightly burnt town.
There is
Smoke
that.
still
On the blood-covered streets.
Well, it's been cleaned up a bit now, but it's still quite
the blood's been raked in, but that's
yeah. All the bodies are sort of gone. You think you see a pyre over in the back of the behind the village, town. Words, how they work.
Marek will head back to the tavern and return the mug and ask for something to eat.
Okay, yeah, you can. Well, yeah, you can get pretty much any sort of not a lot of exotic food here. More like just sort of English
think
pub
I'll-
food,
I'll-
English
I'll ask
pub
for a
dinner.
strong
I'll
drink.
definitely
You
get
can
some
definitely
food
get
as well.
that.
I'll take some food and another ale and just gently sip it.
I'll
Yeah,
just take.
I'd say the exertions of going for your walk. Probably you've sobered up a bit now, as you didn't get. Well, the minor effect of alcohol was having on you is pretty much reset after about 2 hours of walking.
I like
Can
that.
I
Going
get
for
some
a walk.
lemonade, please?
Yeah, for a
Got
lovely
a
drunk
lemonade.
walk.
He looks at you. He's like, "What is a lemonade?"
Sorry, I missed that.
Just
I missed.
a drink with lemon, water, lemon,
We don't have any lemons here, sorry.
peaches.
Lemons are expensive. They
It
come
just gives you
from the
another
north.
look.
Not
gives
from.
you another
Okay,
look.
what do you have that's a fruit or a berry?
Apples, blackberries, just
Yeah, could I have
some raspberries.
whatever blackberry alcohol you have then, please?
John Copperberg.
Yeah, why
I
not?
don't-
Or him.
Okay, he can get you a non-branded mixed fruit cider of
Thank
some
you.
description.
I appreciate this. I nod to him, walk over, sip banana, and drink.
Yeah, the rest of you can definitely get something quite strong and some
What
food.
can I get?
I don't know, like some I don't know, whiskeys maybe.
I'll take it.
I will
Okay.
stick to my meat.
I'm still on with the weakest of drinks, please.
Well, it's less watered down ale, more ale down water. So
Okay.
it's very weak. You feel you're not getting drunk on this any time.
Good.
Just period.
Are we all at the same table again?
Well, I assume so.
I'll sit next to you.
Yeah.
The tavern is somewhat packed because everyone's sort of come back from a hard day of being attacked by barbarians to get drunk. But it's still very somber and quiet.
So I look at Nina and I'm asking her. You flinched when I said orcs.
I do not have good experiences with them. They do not always keep the best of company.
You don't have to tell me. I assume you had a run-in with them.
They have worked for some people that I have worked for.
I see.
Varric and who else was drinking hard stuff?
I was.
Yeah, Marjack. Make me a Constitution check.
But Varric is not drinking hard stuff anymore.
Oh,
He was
okay.
drinking before the trick. But I can still
Okay.
do the Constitution check.
I
if
mean,
you want.
if you're having something weak, so just everyone drinking anything, make me a check. It's just for some people, it's going to be mercilessly low.
Oh shit. Oh no, I just dropped my pencil sharpener. One sec.
Do I have to?
Yes.
What
Flat
was it?
Constitution, right?
Flat Constitution, yeah. Just a Constitution check, Fox.
God damn it.
Oh my god! At least I'm not drinking. God, Jesus.
Again, Graz, you're getting starting to edge towards tipsy, but you're fine. Everyone else, no, it's fine. You're not drinking anything. Actually, no, for Menor, you're starting to get a bit there as well. Actually, you're having something quite strong. Like they've cracked out some of their finest whiskey for you after and it's quite
Wait,
strong.
their finest whiskey.
Some of their finest whiskey. It's pretty good whiskey.
I don't have
It's
a
also
We did,
pretty strong.
we did just save that town. I mean,
It's also pretty strong whiskey. So you're starting to get a bit tipsy. Everyone else, you're fine.
Varric will take a look at the party and ask, so what brings you all to this neck of woods?
I just stay quiet. I just sip my drink next to Nana, just kind of looking at her beautiful hair. As I
Just
do.
opens her mouth to answer, and white noise just comes out.
I don't quite hear Varric because I'm just sort of like side glancing at this. You know, I don't really know what you are. You don't look
Nothing
quite
do
human.
I, to be honest, babe.
And you're just staring at me.
One pale boy, I think, was the
That he be.
one very pale
That
boy.
he be.
As white as a British person is my.
As a British person, I can confirm this. We're pretty white.
Pretty white.
Wait.
Yeah. I simply came here to do good in the world and to help people.
I came here to get some money to buy a little bit of a drink.
Of course you did.
Fair enough.
You don't seem to need money right now. Which
Seems
is
fine
always
without it.
pleasant.
No, I am so happy I came here. People have just been throwing drinks at me. It's great.
Of course they have. So you like to get drunk, my friend.
But you look like you don't. What is that pussy juice?
Oh my.
Could have chosen a different word there. I don't know why.
I mean, you could have.
You might have.
Well, I'll
not
have you. Oh, excuse
It's
you.
okay. It's not his first language. It's fine.
Whatever the hell you are. Drinking all that stuff will kill your liver. I like my fancy drinks, okay? Even if it is a pussy juice, whatever you want to call it. I'll stick to my raspberries and my blackberries, alright?
You do you.
Yeah, you know what? I will.
Later tonight in his room.
Yeah, maybe I'll have to ask Nana to help me out.
Nana just splutters on her drink. It's all over the table.
Now let's see who's winning, huh? And I just glance at them and all, just looking up and down, sipping my drink.
Passive aggressive drinking.
Then I shall take a shot to answer
I'll just
your-
go back to sharpening my axe.
Marjack,
I'm just,
There was-
I was like,
a Constitution check.
oh,
You come to the realization that was in fact a bad life choice.
See what did I tell you, kid?
Yeah. You just take your shot, like down on it, hit the table, and it's like, fuck, it just hits you. You are getting quite tipsy at this point.
do I need to carry this upstairs soon?
Just throw him out the window, it's fine.
Oh my.
This is probably the drunkest you've been in about a week, but you're about pretty much at your default state right now.
Ah, good. I'll stay here.
Hang on, I need to get my.
there a bar or anything like that in the tavern right now?
Not really. It's just sort of a no, not really. It's just bartender at the bar polishing off a few drinks, though he doesn't drink on the job.
Polishing off a few.
Oh, the barman's getting fucking hammered, mate.
Well, they all
Nice.
just had a near-death experience. They're
It's
alive.
okay.
He seems remarkably unshaken. He looks entirely calmly polishing his glasses.
The bar
You can't really
seems to
tell.
have
Most
misplaced
of it. Well, most of his face is beard, so you can't really see much past it. But you know,
the bard seems to have
Yes.
misplaced his instruments.
doesn't seem to be a bard.
Oh, that's a
I
shame.
mean, we already established how the regular face of the bartender is, so...
I will excuse myself. It is not too late, but I would like to get a good rest tonight in a bed while I have the chance.
Considering how hard this
Probably a
meat
good
hits
idea.
me, I will probably
That's a good
go to
idea.
bed soon.
I think I'll sit by the bar for like an hour and then go back. Not
Okay.
necessarily drinking heavily, but staying here for a
Just
bit.
you know, make me a make me a wisdom check with advantage because you're good at drinking. Yeah, you. Thank God for that advantage.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, Matt, you're a seasoned drinker. You know your limit and how to stay in just the right spot. You just, technically drink for the rest of the evening, to just keeping it mostly tipsy.
Tactical drinking.
Tactical. Quite something.
Well,
If you don't tactical drink, you have to tactical chunder.
chunder.
Oh, please.
And
No.
then tactical chunder turns into just a chunder when you realise you've fucked up.
Yeah.
Alcohol poisoning, can't recommend it.
Haven't been through it, so I'm fine. Yeah.
But yeah,
Makes
you
me
almost.
cry.
Yeah, it's that's the downside. But yeah, you all head off to your room, which you're again paid for.
Noise.
You've been given a room each. They're feeling generous, and
Aw.
you
That's
know
good.
they're down a few tenants.
I hope you have a 7-foot bed for me, because otherwise I'm
Oh.
gonna be cramped.
It's not you're a little cramped, but it's nothing like
In that
You have,
case,
to
I'll
bend,
just
you have to bend your legs a little bit, but
used to that.
Sleep a little bit in the fetal.
The fetal position.
If
Yeah,
it,
you're
if it
looking
gets
at
any worse, I'll just take the mattress off the bed and I'll sleep on the ground on the mattress. Stick my feet under the under the sheet.
Hmm.
Yeah, it's nothing.
But yeah,
wrong
you
with
will drift off to a peaceful night's sleep. Ironic, given how your past 2 days have gone.
that.
Nice one.
Most of you can hear Fermenon snoring through the walls.
Can I punch him? Can I just go to his room and just slap him?
Just roll him on the side. That usually works.
roll on like face first into the pillow and just let him.
Would you have locked your door for me?
I doubt it. I was pretty drunk.
Yeah.
Can I?
You can go in if you want. Make me a
What do I
stealth
need to
check.
roll? A what check?
Stealth.
Stealth check.
Stealth. Okay, hang on. Please
You're
don't
gonna be
fail
a
me.
stealthy boy.
Use your inspiration,
So
maybe.
you have advantage because he's drunk out of his
Okay.
mind. Marjack, what's your passive perception?
Ooh.
Fuck.
It's,
Is that
it's underneath
passive
your skills.
wisdom within parentheses perception?
Hang on, I'll show you on your character sheet.
I think it's 14, but like
Yeah, Marjack, even in your pretty drunk state, you wake up to just Lockhart striding into your room.
I think I'll pick up my stick and just throw it at him.
Can I miss? Can I jump out the way?
Marjack, a attack, maybe just a straight attack roll. So just roll a d20, add your dex, and a proficiency bonus.
Huh?
Huh?
Make me a quarterstaff attack. You have disadvantage because you're drunk, because you're quite drunk and probably not
Okay.
looking that
Just
direction.
roll your quarter stuff.
Oh my god!
God!
That hits!
Fuck
Roll
me.
damage.
Maybe. Wait, I mean, okay.
Oh god. You got
Shit!
you
Can I
gotta-
jump out the way?
That definitely
She
hits you.
What about a dex saving throw?
Well, he made an attack as the issue, and he got a 22 on a disadvantage.
God damn it.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
so
Wow.
as you stride in, it was fucking lightning quick when I just grabs his quarterstaff from underneath his bed, throws it, and it slams you straight into the nose, probably breaking it loudly.
Oh,
But hey, you still got your long sleep ahead of you, so you're fine.
6.6. Just.
Do you leave my
Yeah.
room now?
Mm.
Eight.
You take 8
Can I
points of
go-
damage. You really like cricks your neck back as well, just from the pure recoil.
Are you not gonna get mad and like yell at him?
Could I pick up a book next to me and throw it back at him?
Sure.
You just walked into his room and you're flinging things at one
I'm
another.
gonna scream, get the fuck out of my room! Or buy me a drink and you can stay.
Can I throw my fucking short sword at him?
Oh my
Wait,
god!
are we gonna get a party kill here? Come on. The fuck?
I'm gonna
Play a
say
kill this early.
he's prone, so you can't make an attack at a disadvantage. Make a short sword attack at a disadvantage because he's prone.
What do I click?
Your short
Just roll,
sword.
roll me a short sword attack. I mean, you're
Oh.
disadvantaged because he's prone. Yep, just slams into the sideboard next to his head. Just-
That would have hurt if you hit me.
Can I just pick it up, go back to bed?
But it's next to me now. I'd like to pick it up and throw it
Can
out.
I leave the
I'll throw it
house?
out the window.
Room.
I'd like to pick it up and throw it out the window.
goes out.
Okay, can I pick up his staff because he threw it at me? Can I pick up his stupid staff?
It mostly
He's
bounced
wrong.
with a
Can she
22.
see the staff with the fucking blood coming out? No, no.
I might. I
With
can see it with
a
my
22,
blood.
it probably like clattered back to mostly to where Marjack was.
Alright, I'll pick it back up and hold it and like shove her out with my stuff. And lock the door if I can.
I'd say both make athletic skill checks.
Oh my god, this is brilliant.
My rolls are so shit today. Oh, it's better than yours
Mine's
though.
worse.
How'd
You
know?
can't quite get her out of here, Femena. She seems slightly buffer than you are.
Can I scream even louder? Get the fuck out of my room, please!
we wake
All
up
of
from
you guys,
this?
all of you guys are waking up at this point.
Oh, for fuck's
Can
sake.
I get some water and throw it at him so he?
Where are you getting
Where
this
are you
water?
gonna find water?
I'll pee it. I don't know. Oh my god!
That's not how
He
dicks
just
work.
pisses on your floor.
That's, that's not how dicks work. I'm sorry, but
He just opens up his trousers and pisses on your floor.
It's like a little helicopter.
look, I'm gonna say that's not how dicks work. Right, I'm gonna say that you do eventually get her out of and just lock the door.
I'm just gonna
And then I
peek
just
out
wanna
and
go
look.
back to bed and fall asleep.
I'm just
You
gonna
fall
peek
asleep.
out my door.
And this
What
time
the
I'm gonna
hell?
keep the fucking quarterstaff on me, like next to me, in case something happens.
Can I just go back to get my health back? In
Well,
bed?
yeah.
You go to bed. You can go back to bed. Thanks to the magical powers of being an adventurer, your nose just gets better.
Well,
It's a
maybe I
little
could just
jar
repair
now.
it because I'm sad in the morning and wanna.
Well, it's a little. It'll probably be a little jar in the morning, but you know, like not my level of a jar, but slightly a jar.
I'd like to go back to my snoring now.
Yep, you keep snoring.
Oh my fucking.
Okay, so after that, a less good night's sleep. You all wake up in the morning. Some of you are a little achier than others.
My nose.
I'll go down to get breakfast.
Please tell me I get my health back.
You get your health. You get all your health back.
I'll go up to Lockhart. Listen. I'm sorry about last night. Can I do anything to help with your nose?
Oh, dude.
Apologized for him coming into your room. I love it.
Honestly, it's my fault. I'm sorry I went into you in the first place. You were snoring. I guess I got a little bit mad. Let's just truce. Let's call this a truce.
All right, truce.
Yeah.
What a ruckus.
It's okay.
And from that day, they grew stronger in their friendship.
And we became bros.
All friendship stems from breaking and entering and then assault. So you know, that's the saying, right?
Perfection.
I did not expect to roll a fucking 22 though.
Oh my god, my nose. My poor nose.
What can I say? Sometimes you get good rolls.
Just nose stays
Thank God
crooked
you
for
didn't
the
get
rest
a
of the
crit.
campaign.
It probably looks a little broken on closer inspection.
Just like punch me in the face and all.
No, it doesn't work like that. Trust me, I've found out.
Oh my god. Okay, I'll just stay with my. Maybe I'll be more attractive with my little broken nose. You never know. Might get the ladies. I might scare off those orcs. Huh.
Those orcs.
Trust me, orcs are not scared of anything. Unless it's a big axe in their face.
Well, okay, big guy. I get it. Just let me dream, damn it.
So now that the Ark's Hot Spring episode is done, it's the morning. You've all finish up your again free breakfast. You know, get the full. Well, England doesn't exist, so the full Listadon, I guess.
I think I'll grab a few pieces of bread, put them in my pocket.
Yeah.
Just not even like in a bag, it's like in your pocket. Just you pull out.
No, I do not give a shit anymore. I broke somebody's nose yesterday. I'm just shoving things down my pockets and getting rid of
You're consumed by guilt. It's just.
Is there anybody in town whom I can sell something to?
Probably not at this. It's quite early. People are still recovering from the whole,
Also, yeah,
invasion
like
thing.
they just had an invasion. I wouldn't be thinking they'd be wasting money on buying random shit.
Yeah.
They're not really.
The merchants probably like trying to salvage their gears, not not buying more shit from adventurers.
Guess let's carry it along for a while then.
I mean, you
you
could
could-
try to live
yeah.
at the tavern.
Yeah, you've been offered your rooms for a few days at least, or as long as you're working to help protect the town. So you can leave them in there.
I may well do that.
Which
Wait's
I'm
not
assuming
really
you
an
locked the
issue
door.
though, but yeah, of course I will.
I want to say, ways are not an issue, but
yeah.
I am to a degree. If you're carrying on an entire army around on your back, that's fly. But
Yeah, that's not gonna happen.
just a few bits of loot. I may
That's fine.
Yeah.
You're not going to give us encumbered rules. We're not going to pick up a
fucking
flower
encumbered rules.
and then we just walk along.
As Ashton can tell you, I hate encumbered rules with an undying passion. Whoever came up with them is a special spot in hell. I don't like them. We're not doing them. They're not a thing.
Okay. Good. Because I want to grab all the loot. Well, I think we will.
If I remember correctly, Mac wanted to have a word with us today.
Indeed.
Well, okay. Well, he'll be somewhere.
Shall we look for him?
Yes, let's try.
You could try his place of work. Just a suggestion.
Let's go
No!
to the temple.
No, we should check everywhere else.
We will check
I
the
will look
tavern,
over the whole town.
but not where he works. Yeah. Let's see if Mac is.
No, I've had the mock Poirot voice in my head since your stream is power. I just can't get it out. It's
You've had what?
the mock Poirot voice in my head.
Oh, wait, mine or the actors from the game, or both?
A weird bastardization of the two. I don't get it. It just it won't.
The little castle, they will help us to find the orcs, no?
Oh, there is an investigator class in Pathfinder. Unfortunately, I haven't found a conversion for 5th edition yet, so
Well done.
no Poirots.
Well, when you do, hit me up with that campaign. I'm gonna be Hercule Poirot,
I
you
mean-
know.
We're gonna be Hercule Poirot. Isn't that a way better blending?
Alright, but look, I need it to be obvious that it's my name.
Yeah, Don't worry, it's fine. Don't worry about it, it's fine.
If you say it in a French accent, Poirot sounds not that
Hercule
far from
Poirot.
Paul.
Parish
Yeah,
melon.
Hercule Poirot.
Parish melon.
Parish Melon. Oh no!
Look, right.
Oh look, it's a parched melon.
Look. But yeah, if you look for a bit, looking around a bit, you can pretty easily find Mac. He's in his temple. Just there's a lot less injured people in here now.
Mac,
guess
Hello,
you
Max. You wanted to see us.
in this deadly serious situation, there's just alcoholic Swedish chef.
It's great.
Mwah. Amazing.
Alcoholic.
Ah, yes. Yes, hello.
Hi.
I trust
How
that
is
the inn is paying for, or the tavern is paying for your room and board for free.
Yes, they
We
are.
are
Most
being
agreeably.
treated very well.
And yeah, and he just looks at a Femeno and the drinks by the look of it.
Yes.
Yep, that too.
How is the
Well.
serve?
She's getting better, but
She?
well, he
Oh, it says she.
he has a beard.
Might still be a she.
But it's dwarf. I think dwarf women do
You
get
said
beards.
she.
Yeah.
I misspoke.
See?
Look, I'm
I'm trying to
lady.
play it off like we're racist against dwarves.
Right? What are you talking about?
I
Just
Look.
sexist.
It's a fantasy race.
You're a fantasy race.
Oh, good comeback.
We're gonna
Hey,
win
you
this.
you can't say that about the Welsh anymore.
Oh, for God's sake!
Hey, I have half a card, so I'll play it. Anyway, yes, Gorsk is getting better, but well, his injuries were very severe. It's going to take him a long time to, well, recover fully. At least definitely won't be around in the short term.
Does nobody have a healing cantrip? Oh yeah, we
Not
lost
that,
cleric.
he sustained quite traumatic damage, which it's harder to heal magically.
He's got a hole inside of him.
Guess he's holy.
Does he have a mark on him?
No, just well, so to speak, several marks in his internal organs, but
No external marks.
no, well,
Well, not
none of the black marks we were seeing on those orcs, but no.
right.
Well, that is
Unfortunately,
good.
the town treasury was raided during the battle.
Oh no.
What was
whatever-
taken?
A lot of the town's money, just a lot of. So unfortunately, whatever transaction you had in mind beforehand with the sheriff, I can't pay you in the short term. However, I do have an alternative, and he just sort of reaches into a cabinet and pulls out 5 of these small vials.
What
I
are
made
they?
these. I've been stockpiling these past few years. They're potions of healing, and he hands one to each of you. They're worth a decent amount, and in lieu of any material payment, these I hope will help.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, you each get a.
Are they all standard?
They're all like standard potions of healing. Whenever should you choose to use them, they heal 2d4 plus 2 points of damage, and he hands one to each of you.
Is that in the collection?
It probably is.
It might be. I'm not sure. I haven't browsed the compendium too much in 5th edition.
Okay. Well, today
Yeah.
we are planning to go down to Otter's Hold. We think that might be where they have hidden themselves.
Yeah, they are in there.
That place has been ruined since our grandfathers were young.
It is where the tracks lead.
Something doesn't sit well with me there. I don't know. I would warn you, be careful.
We will try.
Well-
Thank you.
Orc warbands don't just pop out of nowhere, even in these hinterlands.
I see.
Yes, it was quite a sizable group. Or
Indeed.
war party.
They're quite hefty, especially the big one. The one that nobody loves. He looked quite nasty.
I'm impressed you took down that ogre, by the way. It's no small prey.
Well, when you have a
I have seen some
angry half orc and a
Yep.
huge giant bear.
Yeah, you can do some things with that.
Indeed.
combat. We team up well.
It seems so. Unfortunately, I wish I could send some people to assist you, but, well, we're stretched thin enough as it is.
You are short on supplies. We understand.
Thanks. We've sent for a replacement interim governor from the imperial capital with some relief money, but that won't be here for another few days at least.
Oh.
So hopefully we will be able to offer you some compensation for all you've done. I don't know if it'll be enough, but, well, Time's just got a lot harder here.
We
It's alright, as long
understand.
as you get your people back to good health and safety, that's honestly all that matters at the moment.
On that note, I'd like to offer another favour, as though it might not be my place to do so. The warband carried off the mayoress with them when it left the town.
Oh no.
Oh my.
We tried to keep it slightly under wraps, just to prevent a panic. But well, if you could try and find her, that would be most appreciated.
We will do our best.
That
No,
we
it's
shall.
very serious, very earnest. She's like, "Jeez,
I
we
look
will
at
do
Nana,
our
I'm like,
best."
why do you think you're speaking for the entire group?
I look at Nana with my heart eyes, just she's beauty, she's grace, and she's strong and stuff.
Strong and stuff.
Strong.
I just
and
not
stuff.
solemnly.
I
Like,
mean, she
we
can
will try
move
to
a
save
bit, so
her.
I mean,
That's pretty strong. Bells are pretty strong.
Right.
Strong and steadfast woman.
Yes.
Sorry,
Right.
carry on.
Good luck wherever in that endeavour. May the old Deadeye favour your shots. Good luck. And I have other duties to attend to. I'm sure you understand.
We understand.
hi.
Thank you.
Yes. And he just goes back into the temple.
On that note, I'm gonna say thank you for watching. We're gonna be on halftime. We'll be back in 5 to 10 minutes with part 2. Bye bye.